Hey everyone, this is Avinash back with another video. In this video, let's discuss about Midjourney format. Okay, in this video, we'll discuss about format and a bunch of different keywords you can use inside the Midjourney to get the best results possible. Okay, so the main prompt format or prompt structure should be like this. The main objects, attributes, expressions, key light, shading, angle or position. Like, is it the top angle? Is it the low angle? And the media, what kind of media format you need it in. It can be 2D, 3D, or whatever. And then what kind of a technology you wanted to use, Unreal Engine or something like that. Artist, what kind of artist, Van Gogh and stuff like that. So expressions, so all this. So I'll be talking it now with a few examples. Main objects can be a little bunny, cute female anime, etc. can be the main objects. Attributes is like how can you giving that character detailing. It can be wearing a t-shirt, suit, holding a magic stick, a bulb above the head, blah blah blah. So these are attributes. Expressions is like a sweet smile, bright big eyes, sad, happy, obviously. Key light, it should be is like cinematic lighting or volumetric lighting or studio lighting, or these all are examples for key lighting. Shading, smooth shading, texture, you know and stuff like that. Angle, long shot, medium shot, close-up shot, low angle, golden ratio, position, all that can be examples for angles or positions. Media, canvas, digital art or oil painting can be the media. How you want that particular out to be in, right? So that's one. So engine is like Octane 3D, ZBrush, Cinematic 4D, etc. That is the medium. Artist, obviously, as you know, Van Gogh, Pablo, Picasso, something like that. So these are basically the structures and the examples. So you don't need to use every single element. I would use at least 5 in the most of the cases, and if you have something complex, you can then maybe try and use all. But using all in every single prompt doesn't make a good sense. But then using as many as possible is a very good thing. Like 5 is a very good number. Like take 5 of these components in the structure and do it. So if these are components, canvas, 2D art, 3D art are elements in those components or keywords, right? So these keywords is also as important as having the structure, right? If you want a canvas art paint or something like that, canvas painting art, you can't just ask in a different way. So the keyword is a very well trained keyword. So you can say like you can say you can't just say anything like a frame, painting frame with wood, and then you can't explain like that. Knowing these keywords is actually as important as the form format. So that for that only reason we'll be talking to you about different keywords also, that are also called as elements inside the components in the next some coming slides. Yeah. For example, I don't use artistic elements when using Midjourney, right? I can use, but still I don't use because it's not that important. Like you can get off it by as long as you don't need, you actually need a Van Gogh style painting, maybe you can use, but then it's not like necessary thing. If you don't have a particular reason to use an artistic thing, that's fine. But whereas in mid stable diffusion or DALI, there are primarily trained on that kind of artistic work. So when I use a particular artist for particular kind of a thing, which we already shown in the style modifiers module, if you remember in the previous section, so that really works well in DALI or stable diffusion. But still you can use, but I don't use. That's the reason. And I told you the reason. So yeah, so that is that. So now let's talk about the keywords. So if imagine you have a inside a prompt structure in Midjourney, you have a components like 8 or 9 different components. Inside those components, you have elements, right? So inside those elements, elements can be like as I told you. So this golden ratio, canvas, octane 3D can be element and something like that. So to convey, imagine you need a 3D renders or some kind of a realism, right? So now inside whatever the format, what structure you are using these keywords in your prompt actually make AI understand what you need clearly, because they were already trained on these keywords and they know what you meant, because with the large billions of images in their database, it's really difficult if you use like different keywords, and then it's like if you use these keywords, I'm most probably sure that you can get the best output possible, right? So you also have few keywords in style modifiers module and here. So kind of stick with these keywords, okay? If you need an realistic thing, like if ultra realistic can work, ultra realistic keyword is working for you, just use it so that consistently you can get repeated results. But for starting, you might need to experiment with different prompts. So these are the keywords that you need to use if you need a real looking 3D render kind of an image. So you can use Unreal Engine, Octane Render, Bokeh Effect, V-Ray, I don't even know a few of these names, but still I found it, I found these keywords from my research in several research papers, in several blog posts or something, and then just tried hundreds of those, sticked with 20, categorized with like 10, 20 in each of the area, and then I'm giving it to you. As simple as that. So these are the keywords. Everything will be attached down below, and you can simply copy paste this for the future reference. So if you want a 2D art, you can simply say digital art, digital painting, color page, trending on Dribble, or for vector graphics, okay? Trending on ArtStation, symmetry, golden ratio. These are the keywords you can try if you want a 2D art. Photography, you can actually say what kind of a camera you want to use, for that particular thing. So Midjourney mimics the camera aesthetics of a certain camera, aesthetics of a picture that was taken with certain camera. It can just say, you can, I mean, like I used only this, but if you know any high-end camera which is like maybe $1 million worth or something, like Ari or something, I'm not sure the name, you can still use those also, and Midjourney understands them to give the better output. And these are the few examples. If you need a animation or cartoon, if you need a something like this, Key Visual Studio will be featured on for anime, Pixiv like maybe a blog or something for anime or manga, and these are the basic keywords you could use. And apart from this, if you need kind of there is this setting called Niji, so that gives you separate anime kind of a look, so you can maybe try that also, like it can give you better results with default settings, right? Environments, you can say stunning environment, wide angle, aerial view, massive scale, street level view, landscape, panoramic, lush vegetation, all this kind of a words for the better environments. So details, if you need kind of more in-depth detail using words like 4K, UHD, ultra realistic, high definition, breathtaking, gorgeous are few of the keywords you can use. So these keywords are a mix of style modifiers plus, every experiment I did. So all the keywords I have ever tried, few, mostly I tried, few might be ones I didn't try, but still I just wanted to give everything I have in my resource section so that you can understand stuff. If you need good eyes, right? Using words iris, contacts, hazel eyes. If you want a certain color, you can say that colored eyes, unrendered eyes. So that can give you eyes. So you getting a good eyes is actually tricky if you don't use this, okay? If you want a character to have a good eyes, a very close-up shot where eyes matter, so using good keywords like this can give you better eye detailing, right? So lighting is one of the important things, right? Lighting can actually change the entire scene. Trust me, if you could pick one or two important things in like top three, if you say out of all 7 or 8 or 10, I'm going to say, if I want to pick one, it would be lighting. use the same component and change one lighting element, just change the lighting, from studio lighting to use maybe cinematic lighting, that can give you a different look. Mo- like outdoor lighting to cinematic lighting, different look, right? So these are the few keywords. Don't worry, all the keywords will be linked as a down below or just this video. So you'll get all this section by section. So you can just download it and keep it handy. And colors, yeah, colors is also again important, because that's everything for the for people like you and me. uh, Colors actually makes a lot of different. So these are the few colors, elements or the keywords you can use for different colors, exploring different colors. Character framing, you can say standing, body customization, reference pose, extreme close up, medium close up, full length portrait, wild field of view. It's like compositioning a shot or framing your character inside a shot, a given shot. So this is one thing. So additional details, I think we already gave you additional details, but then these are like basic details. And then if you need more details, like, for the more keywords, like magical glowing trails, character reference sheet, more jade statue, fractal gems, origami, bloom light, bokeh effect, guys, these keywords itself is almost enough. Apart from the main objectives we discussed in the prompt, every single thing you can use out in the Midjourney right now is just on this PPT right here. Like, you don't need it any more, anymore. You don't need any more keywords than these, frankly, right? So yeah. And negative elements, let's talk about negative elements. So negative prompts are like the bounces for your prompt club. They are one that tells AI which elements aren't allowed in your final image. Like, they just are like bouncers. They'll say just, you're not allowed for like things, for the people who are not allowed. Same with here, right? So anything you don't want in your picture, toss it into the negative prompt. As simple as that. So negative or bad prompts can be something like this: bad anatomy, extra legs, extra arms, extra fingers. If you kind of copy paste this in every of your image, in every of your prompt, that's good. Like, you can literally, first, what I would do is just generate without a negative prompt. If you find something that is actually bad, then maybe come back and see the keyword actually that suits to actually remove the things that you didn't like in the previous generation, and then add the keyword, re-enter the prompt, and you will get it without something you didn't like in the previous generation, right? So that's one thing. And negative prompts for photorealism. So you can say, you can actually use this kind of uh, words if you need a realistic photo. You use keywords from the realism kind of a thing, and then use these keywords as a negative keywords on top of those. Use that as a normal keywords and these as a negative keywords. So you will kind of get better output, better kind of a thing. Especially if you are relying on stable diffusion, being a beginner, these keywords are like everything. By the way, these keywords don't just work with Midjourney, they just they work with across the diffusion model based text to image generation tools. So I worked with the same keywords with stable diffusion also, although I'm saying this as a part of Midjourney because I'm sure most of the people right now who will be doing this course will be using Midjourney. So I'm talking in context of Midjourney, but I'm sure the same keywords will work in most of the cases because there are the natural languages. Like, I'm using few NLP techniques here, like to make AI understand, and basically that's all. So I think that's it. AI for your hackers. Thanks for being here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.